Hi, Shani here. In today's video, I really want to talk to you about something that's been rising up for me in my life, and I'm wondering, of course, if it's rising up in yours. And that is this concept of being our own obstacle, or standing in our own way and stopping the things that we really want to manifest from manifesting because we're basically blocking them from happening. What do I mean by this? Well, so often we are caught up in our headspace, always thinking about how we can get the next thing, achieve the next thing, bring something into our life, whether it be abundance, a relationship, career progression, a new job, a new house, a new car, new friends. Whatever it is, we're always thinking about it in our heads. We're really so up in our heads that we're constantly focusing on how. How am I going to bring this abundance into my life? How am I going to get my dream job? How am I going to manifest this car? How am I going to manifest the love of my life into my life? We're so busy focusing on the how in our head that we are standing in our own way. The universe cannot provide us with what we want when we insist on standing in our own way and being our own obstacle. So rather than going from our headspace where we really want to go, of course, is from our heart center, our heart space. I want to give you a recent example of this. I was working with one of my coaching clients, and she had this very strong limiting belief about herself and her ability to be creative, her creativity. As a child, she had told herself that creativity was connected to being a good artist, was connected to being able to draw, to paint, to play an instrument. Now, because she couldn't do any of those things very well in her eyes, she put herself as a non-creative person. She placed that label on herself and said to herself, well, I'm not creative. So she kind of suppressed her creativity and kind of disowned that part of herself, just like the shadow self. She took her creativity, put it in a box, locked the box, and threw away the key and said, well, I'm not creative. I'm just not a creative person. So how did this affect her? Well, we were talking about her career and her dreams and her visions for her career and why she hasn't had a career for so long. And this concept of creativity kept coming back up. So when I asked her to tell me the qualities of her previous career that she'd really loved or really enjoyed, and the answers came from her headspace, they were pretty shallow. Things like, I liked going into work, I liked seeing people, I liked working with people, I liked working one-to-one with people. Now, these are all totally valid answers. She may very well have enjoyed all these things, but they weren't really that authentic. They weren't really coming from her heart space. They were coming from her head space, and it was stopping her from seeing what it was that she really loved about that career. So we stopped and we went into a meditation and we did some conscious connected breathing, because the power of the breath just brings us to a whole other realm, to a whole other level of consciousness and awareness. And we went into the heart space. And from that place, she started to give much more authentic answers, much more truthful answers. Things like, I loved being with my colleagues because it gave me a sense of belonging. I belonged to a community. I loved when my clients would create eye contact with me and I just knew that they trusted me in that moment to be there for them in their hour of need. I loved that I could be a safe container for my clients, that they trusted me, that I felt like I was serving the world. I was showing up in the world with purpose, with value, and serving. So you can see the difference. These answers were much more heartfelt, much more truthful, much more authentic. Not coming from the head, but coming from the heart. So how does this create to her limiting belief about creativity and standing in her own way? Well, all this time, since being a child, she honestly believed that she wasn't creative. So at no point in her life when she was looking to move careers did she think that she could go into anything creative. She didn't believe that she had a creative bone in her body and therefore her job could have nothing to do with creativity. So once again, we went into a visualization exercise and we were looking at what her dream career would be. How would she really light up her days when she went to work? And how could she turn it from, I'm just going to work, to something that she really loved, something that lit her up, that sparked her fire. And once again, we got out of the head space and went into the heart space through the conscious connected breathing, through meditation. And guess what? Her dream career was full of creativity, full of creativity. It was so creative and she was so excited. And I could see the excitement on her face as she was going through this meditation, as she literally stepped out of her own way, took that limiting belief, put it to the side, and was like, oh, I am creative. I can be creative. I can use my creativity in my career and I love it. I accept that I am a creative person and my creativity is not limited by my lack of ability of painting and drawing or my lack of ability to play a musical instrument. I am creative. And this was such an exciting moment to see. It was so beautiful to see her stepping out of her own way and stepping into her inner knowing, into her heart space, into her power, and opening up her possibilities for her dream career. And with that, she can go away and start doing her dream weaving exercise, start getting specific about what it is that she really loves, and that in itself is a creative activity. And so stepping out of our own way allows us to see other possibilities. We don't always have to know how we're going to get somewhere. We don't always have to know how we're going to invite in that money, how we're going to get that dream house, how we're going to find our dream partner, how we're going to get that career progression that we desire, or whatever it is that you want. We don't have to know the how. We don't have to be in our head about it. Yes, our head is useful. Yes, our mind is useful. It helps us to carry out the actions. But the real desire, the real belief comes from here, from our heart center, from our heart space. And if we could just step out of our own way, then the universe could be open up to us. The universe could hear what it is that we really want, what we really desire, and respond to it. But the universe cannot send you what you want when you are insisting on standing there and blocking the way. If you were in your car and you hit a place in the road where they were doing roadworks and they said diversion that way, it's literally stopping you from getting to the other side of the road. If you wanted to get from here to there and they were stopping you with a barrier, you can't get there. You have to go another way. You thought that was the direction that you were going to go today in your car, but no, there's a barrier. Something is standing in your way and you have to divert. You have to go another way, even if you thought that was the way that you wanted to go, or the way that you were going to get there. It's the same thing. We cannot know how we're going to get there. We cannot know how we're going to achieve our dreams. But as soon as we step out of our own way and go into this heart center, into this heart space, and listen to the answers from within, because they're always inside us, the universe can respond, the energy can flow, and we can really manifest anything we desire. So I really encourage you to find a way to step out of your own way and step into your power, because you deserve to live the life you want. You deserve it. You are a goddess. You are a queen. From my heart to yours, with so much love. If you like this video, click subscribe, share it with your friends. I want to keep putting out amazing content for you, more wisdom from my heart to yours. So please spread the love. Have a great day.